Well now. Folks, ladies, gentlemen, people all across the world, all genders, identities, what have you, across the world, across the universe, in perpetuity. This is Brews and Baseball, the Riceman Chronicles, Part Dos. I'm happy to be back. Of course, with the first episode, we had a little bit of problem with the technical difficulties, as I've never done the stream by myself before. There is a lot of tech that goes into this. So thanks for bearing with me all that came last night. I hope you enjoy another version of Reese Chronicles tonight. Without wasting any time, I'd say let's get into the cervecita here tonight. Again, since it's me running the show tonight, I get to pick the beers, I get to pick what we do, and we'll get to what we're about to do here in just a second. But first, introducing the beer. From Dudes Brewing Company in Seattle, Washington, we have the Full Contact Imperial Hazy IPA. And now this is at 8.8% ABV, unlike the Dank Dust and the Space Dust, which were both 8.2 ABV. And before we get to the tasting notes, which is essentially the blurb for this part of it, I wanted to bring the malts and hops to your attention. For hops, we have Centennial and Simcoe, pretty much a standard around most of the beers we've had, mostly with Trustworthy. I haven't seen a lot of Centennial and Simcoe with Elysian, but we have Strata as well, and more. Now, this is based off of their website, and they provided the and more, so a little bit of mystery involved. Okay, Elysian, I see you. Definitely full contact, but definitely not full disclosure, but that's fine. We'll move past that. The malts are two-row, malted wheat, and unmalted wheat. Now, what I love when they put all of this information on their website is that it allows particularly novice beer knowledge holders, let's put it that way. I don't want to call myself an expert or an aspiring expert, as it will. I enjoy beer. I like to learn about beer, and I think my fascination has grown with this show. So I always love to pop out on the websites and see what kind of hops, what kind of malts they have, how they're supposed to taste, what have you. And I'm very excited about this, so we need to check out this cover one more time here, if I hold it in the right light. Because I don't know if this camera can adjust all of that good, but you can kind of see there's a gentleman a la Uncle Sam, but in more of like an Eyes Wide Shut robe going here. He's pointing directly at you, and he's holding the brain right here. And I think that is what our rating is going to be tonight. It's going to be out of 82 big brain gentlemen. And I don't think the guy on the front here is a big brain gentleman. I think he's pointing at the person drinking this beer, whether it be gentleman or otherwise, saying, you the real deal. Keep it up. Probably not, but I also just want to focus on the positives. Let's live in a fantasy. Okay. And now for the moment that every single person on this earth has been waiting for, and also in the universe while we're at it, is the blurb from the side. And I have to turn the audio, or the music audio, all the way down for this. Let's get to it. Cloaked in a semi-translucent haze, an imposing presence beckons you to come closer. As you do, your nose opens to a tangent of wistful memories. Peach season in the orchard, a tangerine tree on a hill, fresh honeydew cold from the fridge, and a vanilla cream soda in your hand. What kind of bittersweet initiation is this? Oh yeah, that one we nailed for sure. Again, Elysian, I'm available. Hit me up. Just let me know what's going on. I want to see... Okay, the technology is working good. I'm just perpetually terrified if I don't check every 5 minutes that I'm going to forget something. So let's bring the music audio back up here a little bit. Keep it on while we're playing this time. Like I said, a lot of things to worry about in terms of the tech. I've already done the ratings for it, so I just say let's pop in. Full Contact Imperial Hazy IPA, 8.8% ABV. A lot of flavors I think I've talked about in the past where it might be a little tougher to taste the fruit notes or the fruit essences, as it were, that are in Elysian beers. This has got another wide variation of fruits, things like cantaloupe that we've never had before. Peach is a standard that we have had before. Tangerine, something else that probably a little bit more common in terms of fruit. Baseball Jimmy! How's it going, buddy? I hope the audio is working. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I forgot to do the, well, I'm gonna do it a little bit later, but the ASMR of clicking the can open. Owen is doing himself a business tonight. He works for a certain company that produces a certain movie based off of a long-loved video game. He's at the premiere for, what is it called? Mario Bros? No, it's like the Super Mario movie or something like that. So yeah, that's where he's at tonight. He was also doing business related to that last night. So this week, you got just me. And I will retroactively announce that in May, I'm going to be in Florida shooting a pilot. So there will be a week where it'll be just Owen. And he'll be absolutely perfect with the technology, with all the buttons and the doohickeys and the wiggle woms and all of that kind of stuff. But Baseball Jimmy, good to see you. Hey! How about that? You're kidding me. Baseball Jimmy made the team. Let's go. Like, yeah. That's how you do it right there, big man. Let's go. That's huge. I know if Owen is here, he'll be excited to hear it too. I heard somebody come in, but I doubt that it's him. But that's awesome, man. I'm so excited for you. I mean, look, we knew that when they pulled you aside, it was for a reason, or when they let you know kind of what the situation was. We knew that it was, of course we're rooting for you, buddy. New York baseball. That's probably some of the toughest baseball to get into, you know? No matter what level it is, because it's New York. That's where baseball was invented. It's where it was really formed in its modern form. So, dude, congratulations, man. And how's that injury doing, too? That's not going to derail you too much by it, as I do a little first and pouring, because I got to get things moving. Ooh, look at the color. Let me move it up here so the other people can see. And for those of you who are watching us tonight, you got some big news. It could be baseball. Don't worry about it, man. We're kind of going on the fly with this. 95% healed. That's good, man. That's real good. So you'll be ready to go for the season. And now that you have this shot, just get in there and do your thing, dude. It's all you got to do. Now I got to bring down this audio again because I forgot to do the ASMR. So quiet on set. You know, not bad. Not bad. I will say that the dank dust last night definitely had the music could be a little quieter. Let's do that. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really have any, like, too big of information. I can always edit it in post, too. But, for those of you just joining us, we have Full Contact Hazy, Imperial Hazy IPA. With this man currently pointing at Baseball Jimmy saying, "I choose you for our team." Congratulations again, buddy, for that. Let me see if I can get it up to a respectable level here, and then let's not only get to the try-and stuff, but also for the games and all that kind of stuff. We can leave it open too. If a lot of people show up and they ask a little bit of questions, maybe some hot takes from me, we can most certainly do that as well. But for right now, we must try beer. Beer good. From Elysian one more time. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. Now I will say it'll probably take a second sipping for me to really get the flavors in there and see what we're working with. First off of the bat, yeah, it's very hazy. You can definitely taste the alcohol in it, but it's not overwhelming by any sense. At this point, I would say pretty average hazy for me. Definitely very smooth, something I very much enjoy, but you know, it's kind of similar with other Elysian brews that I've had, is that they have all of these fruit flavors and they don't necessarily come up right away. Excuse me. And it might be because of the batch or what have you, but this one has notes of peach, tangerine, honeydew, and vanilla cream soda. So a lot of stuff going on here, but really so far I'm like, so let's see. Yeah, it's really light. And I wonder maybe my rating will change down the line a little bit. Oh, man. I'm not disappointed because it's bad. It's not a bad beer whatsoever, but I hold the Elysian at the highest standard. The best beer ever reviewed on this show was last night, and that's right. I'm counting it like it was the Dodgers championship from the virus that shall not be named. Yeah. Just really and also vanilla cream soda in a beer. I've never had that, and I've mentioned the cantaloupe. Was it cantaloupe? No, it's some kind of honeydew melon. Honeydew melon. And, you know, I don't taste much of that, which is okay. It's still a good beer, but in terms of it being as high as some of the other stuff, I'm gonna have to say no. And it was out of 88, because it's not 8.2. Yeah, 88. So out of 88 big brain gentlemen, or big brain people, let's put it that way, BBPs, and the person that is in the robe right here is pointing at you. You're that person. Just like Baseball Jimmy for making his team. We're still clapping, or at least I still am in my head. But out of 88 to start, I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to say 66. Boy, that is... It's harsh now that I think about it, but, you know, I really hold them to a higher standard, and I think my rating might change down the line, but with all the hype that it has on the side of the can, I really don't taste any of those flavors. Great hazy IPA, no doubt about it, but really just kind of disappointing in terms of that standards. First 2023 regular season recap is all yours. Yeah, man. The first bit of the regular season, I don't think we've really talked all that much about it. I was planning to play more games tonight, but if it's for the first part of the season, a lot of things that are surprising. Some of them not so much. I posted earlier that the Phillies are still the last winless team in the season. That's pretty much the exact opposite of what Owen and I were anticipating. The Mariners, they're not getting their start. Oh, I'm going through the recap right now, or at least a quick one off of the cuff here. Dodgers, yeah, Dodgers are doing great. They're doing Dodgers stuff, and I will always appreciate them doing what they do. To be fair, they're also playing, you know, people like the Diamondbacks and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll run with it. Angels making a big push here. I mean, look, their first series were against Oakland and then Seattle. I mean, Seattle's supposed to be one of the big teams, but boy, they smacked Oakland a couple of times, and I mean, they want my and the Guardians too. How they beat us. Like I said, Owen was just so certain that something was different this time. I was like, come on, Reese, be excited for your Mariners. Let's go. And I think after these first few games, you can understand we have a lot of great pieces, but we're not there yet. We've had people in the lineup that I just have never heard of before. Luckily, Tay Oscar. Oh, yeah, you're telling me. Look, I want the A's situation to be handled. Whatever it is, it appears based off of Manfred's comments that they're gonna move to Las Vegas. I hate that idea, but in terms of money, it makes sense. Boy, it's really too bad. I mean, it's a circle of hell that I wish upon no baseball fan. Their stadium situation is just a mess. They gave away essentially all of their great players. It essentially blew up their team. And really didn't get all that much in return. So, yeah, the only reason I don't like Vegas is just because I don't know how many fans out there will be true A's fans at this point. I think when people market Las Vegas area teams, they do it more for the transplants that come in. It's like, hey, you want to see the Steelers play in Vegas against the Raiders? You Pittsburgh person that came to Vegas, check it out. Let's go. And also the AAA ball club just built an entire new, almost major league level stadium for their AAA team. And so what are they going to do now? Like, is that where the A's are going to move to? And then the AAA team is just going to have to go someplace else, you know? I just really wish Howard Terminal would work. I also would wish that the dynamic between owners having the public fork a lot of the money over to build these stadiums. And Oakland is such a tough situation too, because it's a city that has a lot of problems right now. I mean, a lot of cities everywhere have problems, but the amount of issues that they have and the amount of money that they have just around to also build a ballpark or help build a ballpark in addition to paying for the programs that they desperately need already. It's just like, bleh, okay. But it'll be really sad for them to move. It's going to be one of those last of the neighborhood teams, Oakland, Brooklyn, you know, that kind of stuff. So big time. So what do you say? Let's go to ESPN right quick. Let's check all of the scores. Let's check how everybody's doing right now. Because why not? We're here, we're having fun. MLB standings. Because I gotta make this into a different window. No, that's fine. I can just kind of scroll through. Red Sox not having a great time. Rays are 6-0. So I mean, not great in terms of our predictions there. Yankees obviously in second, 4-2. That's pretty respectable. O's and Blue Jays, yeah, I kind of expected them to be around 500. Orioles technically in third place because of that, so good on them. Guardians, yeah, top team in the Central, 5-2, that makes sense. Royals obviously the worst. The Central is the only one that's really worked out in the way that I thought it would. So, Mariners, of course, last place in the division. Lost 5 games out of our first 7. 2 of them against the Angels. We go, and 2 of them against, or excuse me. Said 3 against Cleveland, and then now 2 so far against Anaheim. Either that or vice versa. We're going to go back to Cleveland here in this next series. We're going to play them in Cleveland, so hopefully we kind of turn things around here. Just hurts my soul to see the Athletics in 4th, especially with their situation. But hey, the Astros, 3rd place. I'm okay with that, even though they're probably going to be the ones to run it back. And of course, the Angels and the Rangers. Top dogs in the AL West. Who would have thought? Based off of our predictions, they were in the bottom. Now they're the top. But Lot of season left to be played. Owen is very disappointed that we don't get to talk about the Braves because they are leading the NL East right now with a 2-game lead so far. Mets and the Marlins locked in at second, 3-4 record. The Phil Dogs. Phil Dogs must have won a game since I posted that, but 1-5. Not very good for the Phil Dogs right now. They're tied with the Nationals in last in the NL East. But I knew that the Braves were going to do some good stuff. So that is good. Let's see what else is going on here. We got the Central. Brewers up. 5 wins to 1. Not bad. Keep it going. I knew that they had some pieces on that team, but I didn't think they were going to make much of a push. I thought the Cubbies and the Cardinals were going to be the top 2 dogs in that. But instead, they're the bottom 2. 2-3 and 2-4 record respectively for the Cubs and the Cardinals. Reds are out there with 3 wins, rocking a 3rd place. As the owner says, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? And right now it's at 3rd place. But good on the Pirates for 4-2. I'd have to see what their schedule was like. And of course, my Dodgers, 4-2, leading the NL West. Diamondbacks, 2nd place in 3-3, tied with the Padres. Giants and Rockies near the bottom. I thought that the Diamondbacks, I think, would be in 3rd place for this. So, yeah, NL West pretty much how it's going here. A little bit of a venting moment, and then let's get to some games here. But I tried desperately for days to watch the Angels games, not only through the legitimate broadcast here in Los Angeles, but everything I tried, it was all blacked out, and it was really sad because I love watching Shohei Ohtani pitch is an honor and a privilege. And it's the same thing with the Dodgers. You know, I have to pay for the Spectrum thing, or if I have to pay for a VPN, which is something I don't want to do. Owen does because he's an insane boy and he loves to watch baseball. But yeah, it's just killing me. It's killing me. Because I'll essentially be missing not only the entirety of the Dodgers season, unless if I listen to them on radio, which is what I do, and then go to the breakdowns or the highlights after the facts just to see the plays that I heard on the radio. But I'm going to be missing like 1/5 of the games for the Mariners because they'll come down and play the Angels every so often. So, you know, I just wish that there was a better way, and I'm sure that they're going to figure it out. But hey, that's a podcast recap for you.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
I got to make sure that... Oh, I guess that's okay, as long as there isn't any music playing. Because then the stream will be blocked in many countries. And now that baseball is becoming such a big thing in other countries, I cannot allow that to happen. So here we go. What I was thinking I would do is, because if you were at the stream last night, people were watching me beat... Where am I going here? The West Team Affinity Showdown. I've beaten the East already, and now I need to beat the Central one. I tried to beat it before we got done with the broadcast, and I didn't. Let's go through the draft here. Maybe Baseball Jimmy can get in on this. You always got to get the 97s first, and that always makes me happy. I think Baez is probably the best choice, just looking at speed and his hitting. You got Cabrian Hayes too, but there's a little bit of less power left there. Eloy is the one with the best hitting stats, but, you know, 52 speed isn't great. Or Bobby Witt, you know. I just love these hitting stats right here, though. That really does great things for me. But I think I'm going to switch it up here, do Bobby Witt, because I think that's just the best in terms of hitting stats and all that. Oh my goodness. So, and then we have Yelich, who's probably the better one out of the 4 here, plus the speed. Speed is just really important on these showdown games, because if you haven't played something like this before, it's Why don't I do this? An idea. Oop, no, let's not do that. You're usually coming down by multiple run deficits. And speed is going to be very important, especially if I can't get the bat on the ball. Need to resort to dead ball era tactics. Boy, Eloy's things look so nice. I think I'm going to go with Yelich because of the speed, and I also need an outfielder. We got ourselves a team captain. Ooh, I do love Buxton, but how's his hitting? Not fantastic, so that's probably where I would take McCutcheon instead of Miggy. Because Miggy's got, you know, he's got the pop, but it's the speed, I think, that's really going to help me here. So, got another outfielder in Kutch. Boo, 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 boo. Yoan Moncada, Francisco Lindor. I'm looking more for an infielder now. Or a catcher. This one in particular, catchers are really hard to find. And luckily with this, though, you don't play any defense, so you can stick people out of position and just use them for their hitting. So that's nice. All right, let's see what's going on here. I think Keston is the way to go, just because he has variability in positioning. Oh, but he has 58 speed, which is tough. I'm just not excited about the 52 power coming from the left side. I'm not even going to look at McGuire. That's just Thick Chunk's idea right there. It's 58 speed, 62 speed. Yeah, I think the best choice is probably Moncada. So let's do that. I think he'll go to third base. And of course we have Keston again, but if we have Jonathan India, that makes things different too. Eric Hosmer at first. I think Lindor would just be the better choice out of Hosmer. I think I'm going to have to go with Jonathan India on this one. Get him at second. And let's see. Of course, Shohei wins the contest today, too. Man, I was so upset. Not only because I couldn't see the game, but we got a run in the first inning. I was thinking, wow, I don't think that's ever happened. Please, Lord. I think I need me a catcher. I think catcher's gonna be clutch down the line. So I'm gonna get Tyler Stevenson. All right, so I'm looking for a first baseman or a center fielder. I've already got Bobby Witt Jr., so I can't take that card. Max Kepler doesn't look great. Polanco. Probably go with Josh Bell on this one. Need a first baseman. Need my vision bonus in 2 strike counts. And there we go. Let's go with those 2 perks to start things off here. Basically the ones that I've chosen before. Exit velocity boost with losing and 2 outs, as well as vision bonus in 2 strike counts. First mission. In this elimination showdown, take on Pirates pitcher Bert Blyleven. Enter the game trailing by 2 runs with a runner on third and take the lead before recording 12 outs. So, already off of the bat, normally when I'm playing these games, in the first levels anyway, they have all of the runners on base to account at least the deficit. This one, I only have 1 runner on base, so I've got to create more opportunities in terms of offense after that. That's just going to be so much fun in all of the ways. Sippy. But thanks for everybody for joining out. I know that this is a little bit of a different dynamic that we've had in the past. And of course, you know, like life and business stuff comes up, so it's... Wow, tough first pitch to start. We got life and business stuff coming up, so you might see a couple of these programs, you know, just every so often. Oh, what are you doing swinging at whatever that pitch was? You tingus pingus. Okay. Alright, that's getting out there. I want to send him. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to send him. Because that was 18 speed at third. I probably should have subbed for him, but here we are. Alright, so we got Yohan Moncada coming up. I was just about to say, it's like, finally, a right-handed batter against a left-hander. Ooh, should have taken that. And I did. Okay, good. Except I definitely crossed the plane, but that's beside the point. There we go. That's it. Get past. Oh, it's Brian Reynolds. Baseball Jimmy, if you're still here, buddy, what kind of position do you think you'll be playing on the team? Or does that have yet to be determined? They basically just said, yeah, we just want to make sure we got the squad first. And then the tryouts as to where you'll go will follow. Or follow. That's inside. I don't want that. Ah, too late. That's okay, though. Oh, too early, but boy, that was the last cookie at the bake sale. And he served it for free on a silver platter right down the pipe. And I'm just going to bite on that curveball that he threw in the dust. Man, he threw that ball in the center of the earth, and I still went for it. Not the best contact I could have ever asked for, but here we are. Okay, good. All right, I love that. Let's keep that going. For those of you joining us, welcome to a special edition of Brews and Baseball. As I completely pop that as high as I can into center field, that's really not going to do all that much. I'm going to keep him, and I think that was the best call, because he would have been picked off at the plate. And plus, I need both of those runners that are on right now. So, let's see if Tyler Stevenson can get a hit here. Like that. And then Bobby Whitt will score. And that'll be it for the first level. Off to a good start. I remember, though, it was on one of the earlier levels where I did poop the sleeping surface, if you will. Success! Is that from Smash Bros? I don't know for sure, but it's pretty funny. See if we can find a center fielder of some kind. I do enjoy Chris Bryant's stats. I remember that from before, and Keston is pretty good. I just don't like the power from Lindor or Hosmer, excuse me. Let's get Chris Bryant in there, and then we can put him in one of the positions where we need him to go. Exit velocity boost while losing. This is great. So I have all my perks set up. And I think Adele's the first one that's got to go. And we got Chris Bryant. Let's move him up a little bit here. Keep things a little bit organized in that way. Now let's move on to the second moment here. Or second stage, as 'twere. In this elimination showdown, take on Royals pitcher Greg Holland. Enter a tied game with a runner on second and take the lead before recording 6 outs. So, I have the runner on base to win. 6 outs, that's okay. But I have to be very, very careful. You know, no crazy base running, nothing like that. Small ball tactics, just get the guy home. I don't have the Acuna card like I did for the East. It was the East showdown that I did on the stream before. And I did it in one go, too, which was so great, because I was like, oh, all I have to do is explain to the people what's happening right now. Speed is 36, so let me... Or it's second base, so let me... Yeah, take that first pitch. Oh, not the bullpen. That doesn't help. Oh, Josh Bell. That's funny. All right, it's time to bring in Mariners legend Cade Marlowe for the Hollywood High Hoppers. Okay, we got ourselves some Kutch here to lead things off. Oh, dang it. It was a split finger. I was hoping that it was a change or something like that. See the second baseman clogging that. Or at least his left side of the base towards the middle. Prevent the ground ball and... Okay, that's fine. A lot of space in the right hole, so I'm hoping I can just put it there. But he's got to give me a good pitch. Ah! Too high. And I was a little early on that, so that's not good. He has... Come on, dude. He has 3 pitches. There you go. We don't want that one. We don't want it. We don't want it. Whew. Boy, I was way too conservative on that one. Oh, and I knew that was a slider coming in, and I still missed it. I was a little late on it. All right, that'll move him along at least. Oh, I thought he was just gonna bomb a throw like Bo Jackson or something like that. I would have been like, no, 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 no. All right, Yelich. Just a sac fly is all we need right now. Too high. I don't want it. Get out. That's gonna do it. That was a well-driven ball. Didn't get it quite enough, though. And that'll do it. Second moment complete. Or second stage. I don't know why I want to call them moments. I mean, they're set up like moments, but they're not actually moments. Excuse me. Success! See who we can add here? It's all the same freaking people, though, you know? It's like... Suppose I can get Lindor, because he has the best speed-wise. I guess there's also the 74, but... I think we gotta go with Lindor. Maybe put Jonathan India at DH? Something like that. Excuse me. Okay. Can India play first? Or can... Nope. So, India will move here. Sorry, G-Man, I gotta take you out of there. Speed, 97. Gotta leave Joe Adell in there somewhere. And his speed was 74, so that's good. Why is there no muse? There we go. Yeah, okay, good. My stream is still doing good things. Click there. And we're back. Okay. So, manage squad here. Oh, yeah, I already did that. All right. In this elimination showdown, take on Cardinals pitcher Michael Waker. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Waka. Enter the game trailing by 2 with runners on the corners and take the lead before 10 outs. Okay. Let's see if we can get that going here. So, the deficit, assuming all runners on base score, that'll tie it up. But I still got to get the offense going to get that last run. So, smart baseball at all times. Whew. We got Kutch going back at it again. Yeah, all right. Let's see what kind of pitches he's got. Not looking above 95. It's going to be too high. And that's just going to be a wider throw than all heckles, but that's good. Okay. That's a big thing because, hey, Francis Aurelius, welcome to the Brews and Baseball Riceman Chronicles Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. I am hoping that that is a home run. It won't be, but at least it'll get the runner to third. Thanks as always for joining us. Owen is doing a business tonight, so it's just me. Might have a special guest later on in the show, but we'll see how these beers go. Dang it. I also realized without context that sounds really weird, so that one is on me. That one's on me. Hey, bro, how about you be more chill and don't go after every pitch? Like that. Like you're still, like you're talking to yourself doing it and you're still doing it. Like, stop that. There you go. I did it. Be patient at the plate, you tingus pingus. Oh, and of course, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, you bet. Just like Electric Boogaloo of me popping out because I don't listen to myself pep talk my way through it. Another funny thing, too, is my game is glitching right now. If you look at the big scoreboard behind where it says Cardinals, all that kind of stuff, or at the logo underneath. Crap. I didn't hit that too bad either. It says Boston, and it has the Boston City Connect logo on it, which I find so interesting and enjoyable. Dude, that one was right down the pipe. Why didn't you hit that? Sir, I need you to do better. And they're deep and they're getting out there, but with 5 outs, now I got to create some offense here off the deck. But Frank, how you doing? What's going on with you? Life in Frankland, which is where he lives. Ooh, big old take. Love that from Chris Bryant. That's a gapper. No, please get down. No! Ugh. Forgot that they can have a quick outfield. That is really too bad. All right, Francisco. That's a great take right there. So, 4 outs to get one across. We've had more dire circumstances. Too early. Okay, 4 pitches. There we go. Get out of the park. Nope. That's just going to settle down, but that's huge that it stopped. Oh, but not quite enough. Working stuff, nothing super exciting. Yeah, you know, sometimes that's just as good as anything else happening, you know? Just things chugging along as usual. Just like us at Brews and Baseball, even though one of us isn't here. And we should judge him publicly for it. That's another perfect, and I want Adele to get home immediately to beat this, and he will. Let's move on to the next one. We're killing the game so far. Frank, are you in the Bay? Are you one of the Bay boys? I always need help reminding where people are, just because I have tough enough time. Success! A tough enough time figuring out where I am, you know? Okay, ooh, got some interesting people here that we can use. He is in the Bay A. I will say the funniest moment at LA Beer Fest in downtown Los Angeles was when the DJ started playing, "If you're from the Bay Area, make some noise," and just went through the E42 short playlist, and people were dancing to it, and I was like, wow. I didn't know we were this inclusive. I don't care personally, but you know, the stories always are, particularly with Dodgers. You don't want to be wearing any Giants gear, even though I'm definitely wearing Giants gear right now. I just thought that was so funny. I remember liking Ian Happ the last time. Tommy Edman, can put him in a lot of different places. He's got great speed. 83, 74 power. Yeah, Tommy Edman's just the best way to go. And I'll probably have to exchange him with somebody else on the bench. In terms of perks here, that one is mute. I'm not going to be bunting. Significant exit velo with no runners on base, or after your third consecutive hit. This one will happen more likely, so I'm going to choose that one. I'm gonna exchange it for that. Ooh, my DualShock battery level is low, so I'll probably have to get another thing here. Who is it that I would want? Might be Jonathan India. And then put Lindor here. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Have quick guys. Nah, I want quick guys in the... Oh, but I'm not playing defense, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Tommy, yeah, he's a shortstop, so it'd be either way. Oh, what am I doing? Josh Bell is still in. Who can play first? Can Chris Bryant play first? Yeah, he can. He most certainly can. Get out of here, buddy. I love you, but get out of here. He can play first. He just made that up. You just made up what? I don't know. I'm trying my best to figure stuff out here. I've got a 78. Why did I... Oh, maybe because I'm putting Josh Bell here instead. But I just took out Jonathan India. So, yeah, I want him in there. Okay. Okay, everything is back to normal again. Okay. Let's take a look at the lineup just to make sure. Kind of stuff that's occurring here. All right. Let's go attack that next moment. All right, in this elimination showdown, take on Guardians pitcher Shane Bieber. Enter the game trailing by a run with a runner on second. Oh, okay. Oh, and take the lead. So this will help me tie it. Once again, I've got to create some offense after the fact. But luckily, it won't put me in a deficit. You'll see later on that there won't be as many people on base to start out with, and I have to make up 4 runs, you know, what have you. Okay, let's do it. I was talking about last night how I'm pretty sure they just got a look at this guy's eyes right now. Like that's not good. That's a medical condition that like they need to take a look at. But basically the joke I made before was probably to capture all of the stuff that's going on. Oh, she is 11 minutes away. Well, we might have a special guest here, so that's going to be something, but... Ah, dang it. It's not going to be far enough, but luckily I have a 70 speed out there. So that'll at least get me to third. And I need to unlock a door quickly. And we're back. Let's see if I can play from here. Oh, and of course they threw a ball right down the pipe. Fantastic. All right. Sack fly. Or a dinger, baby. Let's move on to the next moment. Yoan Moncada. Fantastic work. Fantastic work. Who would have known that the easiest division in real Major League Baseball is the hardest showdown to get through? All right, keep it on moving. Franken Baseball Jimmy, he do the streamy. I need a catcher, but screw all that at this point. I think I'm just gonna pick up Baez. I think that's gonna be the right choice. Let's put him at catcher or something. And I've got to get my 2 count thing. Replace the gold card because the blue, or I think it's platinum, no, diamond is the blue colored car. It's more of an impact than just the gold card. So how can I do this here? Probably put India catcher, put Baez at DH, but I'm sure as heckles not putting him that deep in the lineup. But I'm gonna leave Moncada right there, especially after the home run he had. I don't want to touch that dynamic right now. In this elimination showdown, take on White Sox pitcher Liam Hendricks. Enter a tied game and take the lead before recording 6 outs. So I don't even have a runner. I just have 6 outs to just make the run happen. Let's get it. Let's jump right in, face first. All right, here we go. Now this is the time where we need to be really patient. Find the pitches to hit, like that one. Like that one. That's going to be in the gap there. That was right down the pipe. I was kind of hoping I'd get a dinger off of that, but that's fine. Let's take 3, baby. Let's take 3. Oh, am I going to like that? Yep, I'm going to like that choice. Oh, okay. Being aggressive. Thank you, Kutch, for being quick. What do you say, Yoan? Be the hero one more time. Oh, just early, but boy, Hendricks gave me a solid fastball right in the pipe here. I'd say now it's time for an off-speed. Oh, fastball. Luckily, it was outside. I think it's only been fastball so far, which has helped me out considerably. Ah, can't catch up to that though. It's all right, we got 5 more opportunities. I think that triple was just so clutch that, you know, now I can relax and just make sure I get the hit. That's gonna do it. I don't even care, it's a sack fly. Go. Go, 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 go. That'll do it. Let's go! We are the best, yes? I wonder if our special guest can sit, like, here. And I'd move, like... I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we've gotten the success down here. 9 more runs to go. Crap. Ian Happ's hitting stats are better. And just from lack of power perspective. I think it's just because his defense is so much better. Now let's go with Gabriel, that's fine. Alright, significant exit velo. No, 7th inning, that doesn't. After your 3rd consecutive out, that could work. 2 strike counts, that could work. Down to these 2. That happens more often, so let's go with that one. And let's get our squad going here. I mean, Moncada. Move him to catcher, I suppose. Oh, move Lindor. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Let's check the lineup to be safe. Not much more we can improve on our team. We still have 2 moments before the big boss, too. That's just crazy, man. In this elimination showdown, take on Brewers pitcher Corbin Burns. Enter a tied game and take the lead before recording 10 outs. Okay, so once again, no runners on base. Gotta create the offense. Luckily, this time I've got 10 outs, so that'll help me out a little bit more. We are almost an hour into the stream so far. Things seem to be working okay. I know kind of the fail-safe things if things go wrong here, but no, this is fun. I think one day if I have the money, I can get my own setup, and you'd see me every night just doing this, playing the games, talking to the people. Hey, there's a young man. There's a young guy doing a business. That better be good. Get out. Really, dog? I gave that a ride. Well, we tried our best. Ooh, good take on the outside. So, Mr. Boba Poppy, I had, that better be something. I'm absolutely knocking these. What do you want? Warning track power all day and every day. I gotta get some offense going. Like, look, is the tracking especially great? No. And that's ice. Don't hit the first pitch. But, still very close. Very, very close. This game demands perfection or 99 players for you to be as successful as we would like to be.
Hey boy, what did I say to you about taking the first pitch?
That was the most Rick moment I think I've ever had. Burping into the microphone while just being completely angry. Let's take a pitch every once in a while. What do you say? So, did you go to the movie? How was it? Son of a great pitch. I hate that cutter so much. You wonder why that's his main pitch. That's low. We don't want that. That was a sinker, too. Boy, if anything, that looked real fastball-y. No, of course not. Why would it be? Why would it be out? Acquired tickets yesterday? Ah, man. I told the people you were doing a business. the biggest of business. Cutter. God, that thing kills me. I just want one. I just want one run. If you can provide that for me, that'd be nice. If that's not gone... Okay. Ooh. Burping into the mic is hot. Whatever I can do to bring the sex appeal to this show, buddy. Big business. You got your big old boy pants on with your big old tie and your big old jacket with your big old... Just like, Morty. Alright, got some 92 tier guys to help out my team. It's got to be Ian Happ. I think just for his hitting and also speed combined. Just where to put him. I could put him at first, I guess. Put him out of position. Or put Lindor... I'll have to figure it out. Who? And then I've got to get the one while losing.
Because that's the whole point of this game, is to make sure you don't lose.
Do I want to have the 2 strike counts or no runners on base? Who? I don't know, Rick. Who? Let's see what's going on here. Can you play first? No. Can you play first? Yes. Can you play first? No. So, does that mean I've got to put well-known catcher Ian Happ? Yeah, I think that might be what has to happen right now. Oh, but I took out Moncada. I can't do that. Insider scoop on Justin Roiland. I don't get your news from me, but what I've heard from certain news sources is that the cases on him have been dropped. I have not heard any information on whether or not he will be back on Solar Opposites or Rick and Morty yet. Anything else I am no longer able to talk about because somebody signed papers. No, I didn't. But I wish I was that close on the inside to what was going on. I really, I don't think anybody knows, and I think they're trying to keep it to the chest as much as they can. But as of right now, the latest that I've seen in the news is that the cases have been dropped. As far as him being recast on the shows, we don't know. Kind of an interesting time in this day and age. In the acting business. There are threats of a writer's strike, and the last time that happened was around 2007, 2008. Can't remember that. Production was shut down for so long, about 100 days, that it affected California's economy. So, that to me is bigger news to keep an eye out for, especially, you know, with the scripted shows that you all know and love. Last of Us, Mandalorian, all those sorts of things could be affected by it. But we'll see. We shall see. Things have been kind of quiet right now, which is really funny. What am I doing here? Kind of just aimlessly scrolling. I think that's good. Yeah, I don't know what else we can do here. So we have one more moment until we get to the big one. I think, if my memory serves me, it's that all of the shows that he's affiliated with, they essentially let him go. Or at least so they can do their own investigation. The only thing I remember is that Rick and Morty... So I knew that they specifically put out a press release saying that he was out, or that they didn't condone his actions or something like that. So we'll have to find out. Is really the main thing. In fact, I might look it up now. But Rice, in this elimination showdown, take on Guardians pitcher Tristan McKenzie. Enter the game trailing by 1 run. and take the lead before recording 12 outs. So I'm trailing. I don't even have anybody on base, and that's just horrible. Let me give kind of a... Make sure I don't... Yeah, Variety has basically said that the domestic violence charges have been dropped. Vox had reported on March 23rd that he won't be a part of Rick and Morty anymore. And the reason that I mentioned Solar Opposites is that he was also involved in that show. And since they both have ties to Hulu, I would be very surprised if he stuck around for that as well. Oh, you're telling me, look, man, I think not only do writers, actors, all of the crew people need to be paid more, they need to have more respect, all of that kind of stuff. Come on, dude, stop swinging at the first pitch, you dingus. But it's also very tough to have everything go to a standstill, especially from my perspective, because that means I don't work. And if I don't work, I don't make money. But you're right. I'm hoping that if it does end up going to a strike, that they get all the stuff that they need and that they're asking for. There was a strike, not a strike, but there was threats of a strike from IATSE, which is basically the international technicians, stage electricians, all that kind of stuff, their union. They managed to avoid that at the 11th hour, and I think that really got a lot of juice because of the press and the newspapers about it. Just from the horror stories of the people, what they had to do for production and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't seen that many publications of that sort on this particular threat of a strike, which is the only reason I'm thinking, I'm a little scared of what's happening, like that. And I'm thrown out at the plate. I should have kept him, and I was too busy thinking of an answer there. But we have 11 outs, it'll be okay. Ideally, we want everybody to play well. Ideally, I'm also hoping to avoid a strike and that they just pay the people to begin with. And hey, there we go, Christian Yelich. It's giving me the gas right here for a home run. Let me check about Solar Opposites while I'm at it. Yeah, so this is where I got the information. Hulu severs ties with Justin Roiland, and Hulu is the one that's a part of the show. So that's why I was thinking success. Not in terms of that, but in terms of that last moment. So we'll see, and I think, I'm not qualified to talk about any of this stuff, but since the charges have been dropped, I think he should be able to come back. Obviously, it's going to be a very delicate situation, whatever they choose. Oh, here she is. We have a special guest in here tonight. I don't really know. Yeah, the threat of the strike is really the most important thing because they really don't want a repeat of what happened in 2008. Ooh, is she sneaking behind me here? Were you trying to get in the shot? You want to get in the shot? So you look here, and that's where you can find out if you're in the shot.
Oh, there I am.
Hi, everybody. This is Bella.
Hello.
She my lady. You gonna respect her. How you doing? I'm playing baseball on a video game.
That's fun.
Yeah, and we're also talking about the writer strike right now, which this is the kind of show that we do here, is not only the highest of baseball content, but also the most hot of takes when it comes to Hollywood and politics, which I know nothing about. It's really just from a tertiary perspective. I should have thought for you to get like a chair or something. See your ankle? Oh my god, yeah. You'll be okay though. That's not... You can walk that off. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. We must focus, my brothers. We must focus. Exit 7th inning or later, that doesn't make sense. After my consecutive out, that doesn't make sense. So let's take boost while ahead in the count. And this is it right here for this particular part. Did you see his text screenshots? You talk about Royland? No, I haven't seen those. And frankly, like, I've got enough on my plate to where I don't need to stick myself in other people's business. But, oh, and Frank says hello, by the way.
Oh, hello.
It's Frank, one of the guys I knew in college. I didn't live with him, but I could have. It's one of those where it's almost like you're not living with him, you spend so much time with him. It's like, well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I even want to use any of those, but I do need to manage my score. Right here. See, I'm teaching, like, you and I are learning together how to do this because, like, I almost just swore. But, this is a children's show, so I have to really be, being special. I want to see, can I get you in here? If you wanted to talk about it. There you go. Yeah, just have your face just weirdly in here. It's this camera here. All right, enter the final showdown. Step into the box. Take on the Cubs pitcher, Marcus Stroman. Yeah, okay. Okay. She's going to go put her stuff away. But she said hello to all of the people out in the universe. Believe it or not, us baseball folk go out in the world every so often. Find a woman that's special. She's about to go to Utah on a big contract. I'm so excited for her. I'd use stronger words than that, but like I said, this is a children's show. All right, this is it right here. 20 outs, 3 runs against Stroman. Oh, and that's not a good start. You can't just whiff at a cutter like that. Not a good time. Tracked it, couldn't get it though. All right, here we go. We must focus, my brothers. That's got to be a dinger. Yep, into the basket. Thank you, Ian Happ. I told you his hitting stats were great. Fantastic, even. All right, 16-14. 2 more runs. Got to do the same thing again. Ah, but you're swinging at the first pitch, son. Why you do? That's inside. I don't want any part of that. Not going to expect anything above 95. Slower by other pitchers' standards. That's just a great play at second. Crap. We can't do much about that one. We are trying our best here. Bobby Witt Jr. It's a slider, takes outside. Slider hasn't been locating so far, so make sure to lay off of that for now. So we can focus on balls like that, but they're going to be caught though. Man! That's a gapper ball. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you do that? All right, what do you say, Tommy? That's outside. We don't need that. Is that a slider again? He is really not hitting his slider. I really got to go after his fast pitches. It's another slider missed out in the corner. Gotta be more patient than that. Gotta be more patient than that. And finally puts a slider over the top, and I go after it still. Come on, you Tingus Pingus. No, when I saw the slider, or it was a cutter, but I saw it sweep out to the outside, and I was like, oh, let's spray that into right field someplace. But no, the god said no. Stop, son. Like, literally, you tell the people. You keep telling the people over and over again. Don't swing. And then you do anyway. Even though that one was good, then you tracked it reasonably well. Off to a slow start, but we still got 14 outs. We just need 3 runs left. You gotta stop swinging at the first pitch, dog. It's gotta be across the plate. That is how this works. Like that. There you go. And if that's not going out, that's gonna get down. That's going out. It's 2 home runs, and that's big. I don't hit home runs all that often. This is fantastic. Keep it going. AA sausage. Yeah, it's okay. That was a bad pitch to go for, too. Don't need that. That's inside. Come on, baby. Oh, dang it. Part of me wonders, too, it's just like, pitchers can be very slow, but somehow they'll still beat even the fastest runner to the bag in this game. I call it bowling. Whew. Man, I got all of that pitch, and of course it was a single. Crap. Nice and crisp, baby. Nice and crisp. I do say I do like the batting, the noise when it hits the bat in this game. It sounds different. So that definitely helps a little bit. And I've also gotten more perfects per. That's huge. So we're setting people up right now. It's a tie ball game, and we've got the winning run on third. 13 outs to go. This is in the bag. It is in the bag, and you come watch, yes? Hello. You saw a cat outside? What was that cat doing? Just being a cat? Yeah? I'm pretty sure it does. This is a nice neighborhood where people keep track of cats, I think. Well, we did it. We beat the Central Showdown. Very exciting. Very much enjoy. And now I've got all of these sweet old packs right here that I will never know which one to choose because the Team Affinity program is kind of crazy. And I think what we can do now is I've got the West people lined up. Maybe play a couple of games of that, or for the last half an hour talk about baseball. If people want to ask questions about baseball, I can give you the opinions of a person that is truly not informed in the slightest. Did you like that one? Okay. Good. Like, it's even better because if she's back here, that means I really got to be focused on my game. Not even on this game, just providing things for the people. Do I want to open these now? I don't think I want to open these now, unless if people want to see me do them, but yeah. Not much in the trough when it comes to the Central Division. So what I'll go now is I have my West team set up to get all the XP. And you can see this green ribbon right here. This is my team, the Hollywood High Hoppers, just taking over these territories. You can see these ones that don't have numbers in the middle. Those are the ones you actually got to play. So for those of you who have not done this before, you have the option to either simulate it at a high frequency. Yeah, she's bored already.
What?
I was just making a joke. You walked away and I was like, and there she goes. But so you have this option of simulating the game. I'm hoping that we don't have to do too much of that. If people have questions about baseball, I can field those at the same time. Because this is kind of the tedious part of Conquest, is you just gotta over and over again simulate through the weighting of the water. Although this is my favorite bit of gameplay, I will say that. Yeah, let's go ahead and simulate that. Oh, she's dipping her head in. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, is I supposed to do that? I don't know how flowers work. I just saw them at the store. And also, I was gonna get these blue flowers, but like the blue flowers looked like alien things, like they were an avatar at some point. And I was like, I don't think that's a vibe that you're going for. If I were to take a risk, maybe. Yeah. They had these blue... I almost call them macadamias. They're not magnolias either. They had these blue flowers in there too. But they were either in pots or in these bouquets. And I was like, I don't want any part of that. Not echinaceas. Something like that, though. I'll come back to it. We're also flower experts here on Brews and Baseball, as you can tell. Cranking through all of the simulations. I'm hoping to play the athletics here sometime soon. We brought them up earlier in the program. Of course, Baseball Jimmy, very excited about having the Las Vegas athletics be a thing. I can't say that I agree with them, but look, baseball is baseball and business is business. They will move to accommodate territory they can attack. Yeah, okay, good. Let's see if we can get a game going here. So let's get the point of attack here. Here's a 1 there. And here's a 1 there. All right, let's play the soon-to-be Las Vegas Athletics. So this is a conquest game, 3 innings, but it's just like normal baseball, except it doesn't have any of the rules from this year, like a pitch count and all that kind of stuff, which is weird, but we're trying our best and we're moving on. I got a pitch with Steven Strasburg because he's one of the guys featured on the NL West. Oh, he's NL East. Well, that doesn't help. Let's put in Shohei. He will be the DH and pitcher. That's the one big thing about this game I really enjoy, is that it's easier either if you can't play Shohei as the two-way player, you can use his batter card and then his pitcher card in the same game, which I didn't know you could do. But I did it last game when I had the batting Shohei, took him out to put in the closer Shohei. It sounds like you're having fun.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought you were talking to just you.
No, I am talking to the people, and then you walked away, and I was like, I love how engaging I am for you.
No.
You're the biggest baseball fan out of all of us. You don't have to be sorry. It's really funny.
And welcome in,
It's
everybody.
okay.
Glad
I'm trying
you're
my
with
best
us.
to explain to the people.
All right, ready to go.
You do
here.
what you want. You don't
Digging
have to
in,
lie.
Marcus
It's okay.
Simeon.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Here comes the pitch.
I definitely need it more than you, but
That one misses, and that's how this game gets started.
I try my best. All right.
Next
Yeah, that's a
offering is
strike.
in for a strike.
Going up against James Caprellian. Oh, see
Good
what?
eye right there.
Just watch a Boba Papa. You text me, just be like, actually you can't. That is a safe space. Or no, he doesn't text me. He gets on the program again. He's like, excuse me, like that's not okay. Get
Next offering is down
3-2.
low. Ball 3.
Working the count, baby. Working the count. That's not gonna do it. Would have been strike 3 though.
Under it.
And it's 8:30, so I need to get this last one in here.
Now there's
I'm gonna
one
bring
away.
this down. I'll pause this. Bring the music down. Mic all the way up for maximum ASMR. Fantastic work all the way through. And then pour a little bit of something in here.
Ohtani up to the dish.
And why not? Let's just take the first pitch, not even look at it. If it's right down the middle, I will be sad. And of course
that's
it
in there
was,
for
because
strike
that's how
one.
God
Well,
works.
we call that key holding. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it,
That's not
he's
good.
not going to swing.
Oh, that
early in
was
the count.
high, and you still
And he's
swung
down
it.
0-2 as he swings through it. One down, base is empty. And ball 1.
That's inside.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch?
Oh,
Up
running
and in.
out of
What a shot to
battery.
tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high
Ooh, is this a
fastball.
USB?
You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And that one in the air center field.
Get over his head.
And he dropped it.
Oh, I'll take that. Big
And
hit
he'll
for
pull into
Shohei.
second safely.
Oh, this is USB-C.
Adam Duvall at the plate.
Oh,
Outfield playing very
PSI.
deep, not wanting anything over their
Screw
heads.
me over again. Okay, we might have to find regular USB.
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's low.
The next pitch misses, and a count 1-2.
0-2 fastball.
I'd say if
way
it
out of the
pauses
zone.
me
I think
again,
he's trying to
then I might
speed
have
him
to
up.
send,
Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Oh, he's going.
In the dirt.
He's getting to third. That's Shohei Ohtani. There you
On
go.
the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Yep. Okay. So, quick break here as I get the necessary thing to charge my thing. But I'll be back in just a moment. Always fantastic to hear the sounds of battle occurring upstairs. As soon as I open this door, we have returned.
Kicks and fires. Just missed.
I think ultimately
Hopefully
you want
it'll
to
start
tie him
charging
up,
here.
get the ball
This
in on
controller,
the
let's
plate
just
so
say
that he
it's
can't
not
get the barrel to
regulation,
it and hit it to
so-
the outfield.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there.
God,
Pulls it
it's
in on the
always
warning
warning
track.
track power.
Runner tags for home. And
I
they'll
hit
score
that as
first.
good as
It's
you can
1-0.
get.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved
Wow.
extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath
That is
before he's
just-
ready to deal the next pitch.
Troy Gloss. The next to hit takes
Just
ball
hurt me as a
one.
person, but all right, here we go. Get
Next
outside.
pitch
There you go.
inside. And that's ball two.
Ooh.
Swing and that
hammer.
ball smashed on a line.
Yeah, but of
No
course it's
trouble
caught.
here.
That's
Puts it
why.
away
Why
for the
would it
out.
not be?
And that is that.
I also don't think I'm in the shot. Oh, there we go. Gotta get rid of this Capit. Get himself a nice
Digging
thing
in
that
for
he can roll
Oakland,
around
Jace
to.
Peterson. And when you talk about a neat defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
I'm just
Everyone
mowing
here
through
understands.
Caught him looking for the K.
All three pitches in the same place.
Lawrence Butler up next for the
Still got
A's.
him K'd out.
And he
That's
swings
a
and
big
misses,
strike.
and it's 0-1. Swings through that one for
That's
strike
another
two.
big.
You know this guy's great speed
That
is
is
in the
just
back of
crazy.
that pitcher's mind. If he
This
can get
card
on, it's going
is
to give
insane.
him one more thing he's got to think about.
Tosses
Get him
to
out at first. That's two quick
And a
outs
couple
right
of quick
there.
outs. Aledmys
Against the
Diaz now.
powerhouse that is the Oakland A's.
Swings through that one.
Except I can't talk any
All right,
sort of
Siggy, you
smack
know
right
I'm
now,
a dork.
'cause they're
Shohei
exceeding
Ohtani.
expectations so
Go back
far
to
in the
May
NL
5th, 2022 at
in real
Fenway
life.
Park. He tossed a complete game through 99
Shohei pitched
pitches.
today,
Get this.
won a
81
nail biter
strikes.
against
It
the
was
Mariners,
most
4-3.
strikes thrown with less than
Tried to
100
watch the
pitches in a
game, had a rant
since
about
they
that
started
earlier.
tracking pitch counts.
Screw
just unreal.
MLB and the blackouts.
The 1-2.
Listen to part of it on the radio.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
But I mean, part of the whole reason is you want to watch
Got
Shohei
him
Ohtani
swinging on
pitch,
the
especially when he
curveball.
drops
And good
big
work
old
there
bangers
as he
like
gets
that
a
12-6 drop.
1-2-3. Back here at the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's some real power
That
at
was
the
really
plate.
funny because I was
Joey
like,
Gallo.
Joey Gallo? He doesn't play for the Athletics. What is he doing here?
Brilliant.
And I was
Back
like,
to
oh, he's
work.
the guy on my team.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
I love that circle change. I'm sorry, Caprellian.
And that one pulled foul.
Ugh! Early on in 91. But I sent that to the moon.
Gonna count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
There you
Next
go,
offer
2-2.
misses. The
Be
count
nice
now
and kind.
2-2. Righty delivers. And now the count filled up 3-2. And that's ball four.
Yeah, let's take a walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there.
Take a little
if you're on the
stroll.
mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2.
Take a little stroll
and
down
you
the
just
way.
couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And now it's Brandon Lowe.
Of course, I go
Swing
after
and
the
a
first
high
pitch,
fly
but that's
ball
not going to
left
do
field.
much of anything. Please go back. Please go back. Please go back.
Drops
Please
into
go
the
back.
glove.
Please go back.
And there's one down.
Thank you.
Aaron Hicks at the plate. That one ripped.
That was a perfect, perfect ball. Don't you dare do
It
this on me
bangs
now,
off
game.
the wall. The
Bro,
relay to
dang
third.
it.
They add on late as the run
That's fine.
scores all the
Guys,
way from first. And they
I
lead
didn't
by
think
two.
that-
Righty reliever out of the pen, Danny
I was trying to go
Jimenez.
based off of the
And this
computer
could be a
that they would
pretty
throw it
critical point in this
to
game. They're
the
hoping
lead
he's the
runner
guy to
instead of
keep
get
him
the
within
smart runner
striking
at
distance.
third, but
Chris Taylor
that is
down.
okay.
Diaz
And Chris Taylor's
picks
been
it up,
ground out. That's
rolls
okay too.
across the diamond, and that will end the inning.
Chris Taylor's probably my favorite player because he's one of the
So
only
here's
ones
Brown
that
at the
has
plate. The outfield shifted
the
pretty
true
heavily
combination of
towards right
fandom
field.
that I really enjoy.
Singing Shohei
Was a big
Ohtani
Mariners
has
prospect, and
been
of course we
as
traded him to the
advertised
Dodgers,
Rookie of the
and
year in 18
has
MVP.
done all of the
in
wonderful
21.
things he's done
He
for
has
that
impacted
organization.
the game in a major way, and then of course he
So
was
yeah,
on the cover
I think
of
when
MLB
people
The
ask
Show
me
in
who's my
2022.
favorite, I think besides
Oh, he's
Mookie,
doing
that's
something.
Mookie Betts.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there, off the base of the wall.
Off
And he's
the
got a
base of
double.
the wall! Holy crap, warning
Well,
track
certainly
power
feels
that
good
didn't
when
get
you can
caught
win
in
the
this game.
at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with two strikes right
pitcher's
there.
getting
Just a
tired? Dude,
cookie
show
down
it.
the middle. I mean, those are the ones
doesn't
you
get
dream
tired.
about. Ones in the
Gets
cage,
mildly
you're just hoping you get in the
inconvenienced.
ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next offering is in for a strike. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP, and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that,
That is so
Ken Griffey
funny.
Jr.,
The
Frank Thomas,
first
Frank
unanimous
Robinson.
MVP
And
since
now
Mike
it's gonna
Trout in
be Connor
2014.
Capel.
They play on the same team, and none of them have ever
First
sniffed a
pitch, and he
postseason.
just misses.
It's just
Right through there for
that
a
is so
strike.
bad. And someone
Next
I know
offering
that
is in for a strike.
definitely isn't in the room right now lives right by the stadium,
At the
and
Belton
somehow makes that
Finals.
even more painful.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. Here's Manny Pena. First pitch,
Just
and
sad
that's in
just
for a
'cause I
strike.
can't make her like baseball the way I do.
That one
She too
missed.
smart. She work and stay.
Swing and a miss. He
Doing
was late.
everything that I
Strike
preach
two.
as I'm here playing this game.
Next
Come
pitch
on,
is
strike him
inside.
out. I wanna do other
2-2.
things.
Man on second, two down.
Come on!
Two outs.
Do math.
And one in scoring position. Goes
There you go.
down looking.
No need. Alright, so we have to great start.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Drew Steckenrider.
Just trying to keep this one close
Ooh,
here,
I
and this
thought I
is
sent
where a
that text
bullpen
to
can
you.
give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
It's like I was basically going to say, oh, that's all good.
Leading
I
off,
just,
Mike
you know,
Piazza.
wanted
This
to
guy
make
has
sure that the
turned
door was
into
unlocked
a
for you and all
beast.
that. And then you sent me the thing about the cat, and I was like, oh, I can't look at that right now.
Pitch.
So
And that one just
But I
missed
will
off the
soon.
outside
What kind of
edge.
cat was it?
Second rider, a 6'4"
Black
righty.
cat.
He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And there's a foul ball.
Well, it's because, like, in my mind, when I saw the thumbnail of the video, it would be like a mix of a white and black cat.
1-1 now.
You know me,
In
I'm
the air,
terrible
right
with
side.
breeds, but
Piazza out in the play.
have a solid black cat, and
there's
also for
one
you to
down.
see the cat at night.
Now it's Marcus Simeon.
If it's a
We talk
black
about
cat,
guys with good
very
speed,
impressive.
and definitely he has it.
Did it come
Pushing
up
the
to you,
offensive
or
side
were you
for
like,
just a second,
hey,
Chris,
Chief?
It's the defensive side that I think the speed
You want some-
factors
you
in
want
the
some
most.
lovin'?
Butler under this one. And puts the squeeze
Oddly
on that
enough,
one.
is the first line I use
Two
on
down.
you.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Hey, hey, Chief. I wish I was
Well,
kidding
he
about
gets
that,
to
but I
balls
don't
that
think
get
I
by
am.
most
do not
people at
think
that
I am.
position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit
That's
it
not going
thinks
to
that
do
they've
it.
got a
Well,
base hit, or
Shohei
they
had a
may
good
have
game.
extra bases.
I probably should have put somebody in the
Well, he
bullpen to be
settles
safe,
under
but
and
we
he
got a
left,
2-run
and
lead.
that will end the inning.
It's 8:42. I'd say if we can swing
Welcome
it,
back. Here's the second
beat the
baseman, Tony
AL
Kemp.
side of the Conquest
Ohtani
back
back to work.
tonight.
There's the strike.
And
Get
what makes
myself
him
on
even
a
quicker
solid
is the
footing for
fact
the
that
next
he's
time
so
I play
dialed
this
in on
game.
the pitch as it's moving through
What's
the
up,
hitting
all you
zone.
people
He can
out
see
there?
how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do,
Oh,
and where that pitch is
Simeon!
going to end up, which gives
Get
him
in
that
front
really
of the
quick
ball.
first
You're
step.
paid
And that's why he
$500
makes so many
million.
great plays. Always feels amazing
technically,
getting the
it's
job
him
done
and
when the
Seager
team
that are
needs
the
you to
half
come
$1 billion
through. It's just
people.
bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side.
Well,
net
with
it
that
out
kind of
front, but
money,
just still
even
do
half
it
that kind of
nice
money, I
enough
would
and ripped it
be
into the
expecting him
outfield.
to at least
Ramon
make that
Laureano
play. That
at
was
the
not
plate
out
now,
of his range
and that's
whatsoever.
inside. Nobody out. Runner at first. He's in center field.
Man, it's.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second.
I saw that
with
happen in
nobody
slow
out.
motion. I
That's
really
back-to-back
wanted him to
single.
catch that. All right, looks like Shohei might.
Shohei Ohtani takes over on the mound.
Let's
He
go!
has
I
a
didn't think
great
this would
slider
work,
with
so
tons
I
of
just
movement.
replaced Shohei Ohtani, the two-way player. I'm gonna clip this. The two-way player with the closer from the WBC. I'm
Now
very
it's
much
Chase
hoping this
Peterson.
works.
On the ground, 2-ball. Gloss over to second. Throw
Okay,
first,
that's
but he
fine.
beat
We
it.
leave the double play option open.
2 on, 1 out.
We just need to make
And
sure
now
that
the right
Lawrence
fielder,
Butler,
Lawrence
whoever he
Butler.
is, does not hit a
In
ding
there
dong.
for strike 1.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Comes up empty.
They're
on the
ready to
swing,
cheer
0-2
about
now.
something.
Just
Love the
missed.
commentating in this
Man,
game.
oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Come on, strike him
Next
out.
offering is down low. Kemp, the runner at third. Peterson over at first with 1 away.
3-2.
Next
Let's get it
pitch
to the
inside.
right in the
3-2 now.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
a swing and a miss.
Get out of here.
Huge
Artemis
strikeout there.
Diaz.
Diaz in the box now.
His
Takes
slider's
strike
his
1.
main pitch, which I'm like.
The pitch.
But at the same time, I remember Rick
Triple
Riz,
digits.
who was the radio
And a bat
announcer
like
for the
this
Mariners
is
today.
almost
when I was
over
listening to the
as
game.
it
He's like, we have yet to
begins.
see that 100-mile-an-hour
And
fastball.
that's the ball game.
Terrible impression.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win.
All right,
can
so
sort
high
of feel
hoppers,
like a
we got
mini
it.
blowout. Nice job to jump
Killing it.
ahead and a great job
Beat
by
the
pitching
Athletics.
staff to shut them out.
Let's see if we
2-0
can
your
kind
final
of
here in
cream
this
through
one.
here. That is so funny.
Get a shot.
Save Shohei Ohtani. I need to clip this moment, I think. Because I know the Ween Man would be very interested in this. But do I be petty for strategery's sake and not tell him? So you'll be like, why can't I replace Shohei Ohtani? And meanwhile, I'll just be the man that knows the secret. And he will know nothing. That's right, you got Mario tickets. All bets are off tonight. Okay, let's clear the rest of the Athletics off of this front here. Ooh, the Mariners are the last team I gotta beat. Okay. I see what you're doing here, game. Providing a moral conundrum for me, which will be nice though, is because I can attack with this 23 here. is that if I skip back to the I get 35 fans. So I can fully load up on 35 fans and move this 23 from over there, 56 fans, and just go to work and just start simulating through, beating all of the teams, educating them about history and about racism, all of that kind of stuff. By the by, I will say this until I drop. I so enjoyed the Negro League edition that they had in this. Not only did they provide good gameplay for it, but they provided excellent historical context. And they, you know, it's like mini documentaries between each moment in history that you had to play as that particular player. And I just thought that was fantastic. Of course, Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro League Baseball Museum, was the guy that was being interviewed for it. And who else would you choose at that point? What I would have loved if it, not saying that Bob Kendrick did a bad job at all, because that's just a falsehood. But what I would have loved to have happen, just because of who he was and how important he was as an ambassador towards the game, is to have Buck O'Neil get in there, or at least include like footage of him being interviewed in person. You know, it's too bad. I mean, obviously they couldn't do it because he passed away some time ago. But I would say, here's my hot take of the night. I think he was the best ambassador that baseball ever had. And here's the reason I say this. He never played Major League Baseball because of prejudice. He was forced to play in the Negro Leagues, even though he could have probably wiped the floor with a lot of the white stars that were playing in the Major Leagues at that time, along with many of the other Negro League players at that time. What's up? Oh, so you're just saying hi. Okay, good, because I thought it was just like, Reese, you're getting too intense right now. Everybody just calm down. What was I saying? Well then, what are you here? Oh, I'm talking about why Buck O'Neil is the best ambassador for baseball. He was essentially kept out from a gentleman's agreement that was pure BS to begin with, and we can blame the times and all of that, and that's fine. But one of the best players in the Negro Leagues, and he was kicked out, or he was kept out, I should say, just because of prejudice and what have you. But I think the most, it's not redeeming character, but I think my favorite character trait that he possessed was that he loved everybody. He didn't hold it against anybody. He wasn't bitter that he didn't get an opportunity to play in the major leagues. He was just, he took it all in stride and he said, hey, this was my story. I played a lot of great baseball, did a lot of great things, all of that good stuff. And then after all of that, being kept out of this league and still promoting it, going all over the country, building the, or not building, but I should say being a big part of the Negro League Museum out in Kansas City, you know, and all of the stories that he would tell. I watched him in the baseball documentary that Ken Burns did in 1994, and he was so fantastic. And just his personality as a man is so refreshing, so positive, so appreciative of the opportunities that he's had. It was really something special. So really, I just kind of wish that there were some bits of him that would talk about what's happening with this game mode. And I was going to say I'm sad that he didn't see it, but I feel like in some way he's watching over us now and he's very excited. Thank you, by the way. I just had to launch into that tirade for the people. And I say we hit one more game of this and then let's call it a night, because I've been summoned into the Wild Blue Yonder. Not quite at 2 hours. And it looks like a lot of people are doing the bedtime because it is New York. I do get that. Oof, I'm gonna skip one because I don't want to play a Hall of Fame game to end here. So let's get it up to 42. And pitching with Shohei worked so well, let's keep it going again. Last game of the night at my hometown, my home ballpark, and as a former employee of that ballpark, I'm very excited. Not in its current iteration, though. They have Julio batting 4th. What is this lineup? Pollock 1st, Haggerty 2nd, Teoscar 3rd, Ty Francis batting 6th. Gino is batting 8th. What is this lineup?
Ready to go now? Here is Marcus Semien.
Like, I know it's a audio or auto-generated thing, but game.
That one's in there. And away we go this afternoon.
Give my boys a little bit more credit than that. Oh, and I'm up against George Kirby,
as he swings through it.
He's got the kitchen sink. He's still a young pitcher, but I'm telling you, if we treat him good, he's going to do big things in this
out to
league.
left center. Rodriguez heads towards it.
That's not
Great
get down,
effort as he's
especially
able
Sam
to haul it
Haggerty is
in.
playing.
And
No,
there's
that's
one
weird.
down.
Haggerty will probably play right.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch mission, so that's good. Hey! It is the man they call the coldest, warmest, whatever temperature of oats.
Top of the first.
He's here. And it's great to see you, buddy. I'm looking a little lonely. I did have a special guest. She will pop in every so often to say hi, but in terms of the common baseball banter plus just a little more of a masculine presence, you bet. I'm missing a little somebody. I'm in his setup right now. That's the only reason I'm able to stream for you guys is through his kindness and through his immaculate setup, which, like, technically, if I were to trying to explain to you all the steps that I need to do in order to make this work, I'd be like, you know. But how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since we've seen you on a broadcast. I know that you've had finals and stuff like that, big old tests. I'm just playing the last Conquest game of the night here. Had a brief little recap in the beginning to give the people the... Oh, Adam Duvall sends that to the bullpens. Please get out of my face. Goodbye. Turn up the mic a little bit. I can do that. See, this is one of the things. I haven't put on the headphones or nothing like that, so I appreciate the feedback. Like I said, I am not technically good at this. But as long as you can understand what I'm saying most of the time, I think that's good. And that some of the quotes are left out is also pretty good. Took the ACT yesterday. Boy, I don't miss those. I don't miss those tests in the slightest.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third.
Haggerty's at short? Where are they putting JP? How do you think you did on the ACT? That, I think the standardized tests for high school people and all that kind of stuff is complete BS, but I hope you did well.
Here's the left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
As I dropped my controller on the floor here, and the two herniated discs in my back are like... Yeah, it's more of an endurance test, and I'm just like...
That one's in there.
I think part of the reason they created that, too, was... because, like, oh, this is to prepare you for college and the test that you'll have in college. And I'm like, I never had a 4-hour test. Never. Like, the only 4-hour test I had was, like, for theater and musical. It, like, literally stuff that I enjoyed doing, you know? It wasn't like a test where I had to sit down and it's like, okay, white boy, do math. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do. I act, I sing, and if you pay me enough, I dance. Are you laughing? Are you laughing at my comments right now? I will raise my voice.
Swing and miss, and that's strike 2.
No, it's okay. I'll only be on until the end of this game, but if you come back, we'll see you when you get here. Take care of whatever you need to do. Can you show me the TikTok at least? Yeah, why not? Unless if you're like completely comfortable or
Two
something.
hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard.
Can you send that in a text to me?
Yeah.
It's still going. Look at its eyes. Like, all right. That is just like, all right. So she showed me like a TikTok of a dog and all the things that dog ate and still survived. And one of them,
Now, Joey Gallo. The right-hander back to work.
5 Burt's Bees chapsticks, which I thought was really funny. But there are a couple of other ones that are like, that's just so much bigger than the dog itself. And I wish that I could remember all of them. The one that I remember the most is the whole bag of Takis. Like how did the dog not spontaneously combust at that point?
One down, base is empty.
Nah, it's not gonna
In
do
the
it.
air, left field, down the
Oh, but
line.
Pollock is slow. But he still got it.
Racing over to make the catch. 2 outs, base is empty.
Aaron Hicks has a
Now here's
1,000
Aaron
batting at.
Hicks.
Oh, this might be just for today.
And
Get
the
outside,
first
I don't
pitch
like
misses for ball 1. Ripped on a line.
Julio's got it.
Makes the
Hey,
catch,
gets-
and that'll do it.
You try to just push something someplace and nothing happens. And it's just
Back in
really,
Seattle,
really a sad
bottom of the
time.
second. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
How is Julio batting cleanup? Like, who in the...
Line to right, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Who in the AI department was like, yeah, this is an outcome that would definitely be likely.
And that's what you fall asleep dreaming
No.
about as a hitter.
How is
So
that
surprising,
fair?
a Great swing on it.
Into the
Get him at
outfield,
third.
Base hit. Headed for the plate.
That was lucky.
To the plate, and he's out.
That was... I don't know why they sent him. That must have been a glitch or something.
And stepping in.
I think it was kind of a makeup for just the glitch that was it down the line. I mean... If you really want to nitpick, I suppose that's a fair ball. But, like... Oh, what's this bounce, though? That might be part of it. And it comes back fair this way?
For the Mariners,
Might just be a
Ty
glitch in the game,
France.
but yeah, it's fine.
Here's the pitch.
Things worked out.
Runner goes. And first
They
off,
sent
Raleigh is
Cal
fouled
Raleigh?
off. Ohtani checks the runner. Raleigh back easily.
Oh,
1-2
that's a
as he
pitch.
waves at that one. The
Another
crowd
one
at
down the
third.
line. All right, get him at
Some
first, get him at
trouble
first,
with
get him at first, get him at first.
Looks
Yep,
to Gallo.
there we go.
That's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Troy Glossy has a gold shield at third.
Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive. And he'll play it on a bounce. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and tie it. It's 1-1.
And it's tied up. That's horrible. I hate the mechanics of this, too. He took so long to make the throw, and he made such a terrible throw. The guy's a 46 speed. How did he get across? How did he do it? He's back, but he's multitasking. That's fine. What do you think I'm doing? Oh, and I just had a splashback, a drop of beer go in my eye.
Now into the ball game on
Yeah.
defense. Dylan Moore
Yeah.
will play second. So
All right,
on
Dylan
the
Moore's
move
at
to the
second. They have a new
Mariners,
pitcher, and it's
Matt
probably Brash. Yeah, it
He's got
is.
a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And first offering is fouled
Talking
off.
and playing games while watching. Yeah, I mean, that's just the stuff that we do as millennials. And if we get judged for it, we start a revolution. And that's perfectly reasonable.
If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets
Man,
to an
his
0-2 count.
Matt Brash's windup is just
And the
intense.
right-hander deals. Got him swinging.
That is just so good. So good.
Digs in now.
Almost might be that he could be a great pitcher
That
someday.
hits the dirt. And it's one
So
to
far,
go.
he's in the bullpen. And oh, Gen Z, dude, I'm millennial. I think at the end of the day, sure, there might be slight cultural differences. God.
Settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on
But I will
net.
say, from millennials on, we have mastered the art of playing games, talking about games, watching games, and also taking the ACT at the same time.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering.
Matt
is in
Brash
for
is
a
so
strike.
good. I think it's just the windup that really messes with me, because it's almost like a whip.
It's a good time to expand the zone.
Ooh, that's a
Maybe down
big
in the
take
dirt.
by me. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one.
And now
That's
2-2.
inside. We don't want it. Oh, yeah, and then swing at one in the dirt. Yeah, because, yeah.
Drive to first, and Simeon is out. That's the third out.
Okay, well, got some more work to do here.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle.
And that's a big out to start things off.
Simeon, toss over to first. Leadoff
Excuse
man
me.
retired here in the third.
So we'll be going into extra innings. I'll probably repeat the... Oh, Air Nix. Come on, baby. Yep, you got it.
Hicks.
2 pitches, 2 outs. That's huge. Thank you, A.J. Pollock. Sam Haggerty batting second. I understand the rationale behind it if you were AI, but as a human, you're like, no. I mean, sure, he's fast,
To
but
the right side, and that's just
he hasn't had the
foul.
hitting clout that we normally associate with somebody that needs to be in that spot. And that'll end this inning. So we'll go into extra innings, and there'll
Makes the
be
catch, and that'll do it.
a person on base, too, so that'll help out a lot.
Diego Castillo.
Person on second, and he has an 80 speed. Who is it out there? Is that Simeon? So that works out perfectly. Now Shohei needs to go to work. Ah! It was a strike, but we didn't need to hit that.
And the righty deals.
Oh, get out. Get out of my house. Get out. Get out of my house. No, not you. No, Shohei Ohtani just hit a big old ding dong. AKA, he hit a home run, and it made me very happy. Okay, let's go to the bullpen and bring in the closer that is Shohei Ohtani. So if I don't clip the previous moment, we can clip this one. Now let's clip the previous moment because I'm in extra innings against the Mariners, and that's borderline unforgivable. Especially with how they've gotten the year started so far. So, holy crap. I keep thinking Tyler O'Neill is up. No, it's Adam Duvall. Much slower.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, fairly deep to right.
Get high. Get high. No, he's jogging over.
Hernandez racing over to make the catch.
Oh, Teoscar's
Next will be
in
the
right.
cleanup hitter, Troy Gloss.
Haggerty's
Lots
at
of pop at the
short.
plate, outfield
Where's
playing
JP?
back almost on the warning track.
That was terrible, Troy.
Moore gets under it.
Also, you got to stop swinging at the first pitch,
Squeezes
young
it,
man.
and there's 2 down. 2 outs.
Okay, so
bases
I
empty.
stop.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
Ah,
First offering is fouled off.
still a strike, so I'm not upset.
Right-handed reliever.
1-1.
That one to first. Dives and he can't hang on. And that'll do it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. And now
And I promise I am almost done. Let's go to the bullpen and let's bring in the same player, but with fresh stats, because that's how this works. That's a
really
spring.
make a name for themselves late and close. There's not much margin for error,
Excuse
but
me?
at the same time, there's a
Do I
reason
have
they're put in
snacks?
these situations.
What do you think I went to
And a
Trader
swing
Joe's
and a
for?
miss. And that is a big first out.
Yeah. So what are you thinking of
Will
in
hit
particular?
next. Single to right at his first trip.
You don't know?
That
Oh,
one's in there
I have
0-1.
chips and
There's
salsa.
got some
The
good
salsa's in the
opposite
fridge.
field power. What I like about something being hit to the right
And the
side
chips are
into
in
the
that one
outfield
cupboard.
is that
Also
the
have the
base
ice
runner
cream
at second has a
sandwiches.
very good read and can determine whether or not he can
I have
score on that base
grapes.
hit.
You like grapes?
He goes down looking. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit.
I got you flowers. Probably eat
And
those.
first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kick steals. This to
You
third.
mother. Oh, what a play! Make that play to end it. You bet your ass, son.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more.
Oh, yeah.
They're not
That's
ready
good
to
stuff.
leave
What a
and
way to
head
end
their
it.
cars, but an outstanding
Do
job
any
to
of those
keep
sound
entertaining
appealing to
all
you?
the way to the end.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean,
You're just bored. You're not hungry. You're waiting for me to finish, which I'm about to right now. And then after that, we can figure it out. How's that sound? Okay. Well, that was Bella. She wanted to say hi to everybody. And so I've completed this part of the map here. And I think that's where we'll kind of transition out of here. Let's kind of see what the pack situation is like, if it's just the east ones that I have to take care of. Yep, that's correct. Big night tonight. Got a lot of stuff done, made a couple of big conquest wins, coupled with beating the Team Affinity Central Showdown. Always very exciting. Let's see what else we got going on here. And that's pretty much it. We have a couple of congratulations to give to the people out there. The first one, of course, is to Baseball Jimmy for making his baseball team. We always dap him up for stuff like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. 1946. No, I'd rather have the alternate. And we also have Warm Oats. He just took the ACT for whatever reason. Bless him. It's just it's a meaningless test, if you want my honest opinion on that. It really tells people nothing. It just gives colleges a number to basically judge you by. So it's, say you did or you didn't do well on your test, it doesn't matter. You tried your best and that's all you can do. Well, kids, I think that's it for tonight. I think my rating for the beer stays the same. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't get many of the fruit notes that they were trying to bring across in their beers, which is really too bad. But it's still good. It's still a good hazy IPA. I'm getting a little bit stricter now, I think, just because at this point I'm really looking for the beers that really knock my socks off, that are either so unique or so good that they can't be ignored. Because everybody can make beer, you know what I mean? But it really takes something and someone special to do it right and to do it in many different ways so that as many people as you possibly can, whether you're a Pilsner person, IPA person, Helles Lager person, whatever person you are, to have the beer that's right for you and that you thoroughly enjoy. I love Elysian. I will always love Elysian until I eventually get buried 6 feet under. But Full Contact isn't my favorite. And that's okay. I would still recommend it as a good hazy IPA, especially if I'm back home in Seattle Lots of people love beer up there. My brother does, so, you know, I have a population to make it work. But, ladies and gentlemen, people of all genders, identities, backgrounds, across the world, in the universe, in perpetuity, this was Brews and Baseball, the Chronicles of the Riceman, Part 2. And we will see you next week for regular content. Me and Owen again. And I think the only way to take it out at this point, without any last comments from the fans still in the chat here, yeah, I think we have to do the quote on the way out, and that is...